Sit back in a bit, meditate, I think I should. No, we ain't friends, got me on.
What's going on, guys? It's Bryce from Fitz Records, and we're back. We got an update on Denzel Curry's upcoming album, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. And we're going to get into that right now. But before we get into that, like, comment, subscribe, you know how I would do. So, Denzel Curry's upcoming album, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future, is dropping soon. He's already dropped an album trailer for it, saying that it's coming soon. We don't have an exact release date, but I'm going to get to a window of release at the end video. At the end of this album trailer, Denzel actually drops all the features and all the producers. Now, after this album came out, he went on Instagram Live and did like a Q&A and answered fans' questions. And one of the questions was people asking if those were all the features. And he actually said there will be more features and or producers on the album when it actually comes out. I think this is just the graphic they had finished and was ready to release at the time. So as far as features on here, that would be this first line up here. We got T-Pain, Black, Rico Nasty, Jid, 454, Buzzy Lee, Bridget Perez, and Slowthai. Now, those are some good features, man. I'm really excited for JID. You guys know he's one of my favorites. Rico, fucking great. T-Pain's probably going to be fired, too. I'm excited to see how that was. Denzel actually said this T-Pain verse was his favorite verse of the year so far, so we ready for it. And then for production, we got Denzel Curry on production, Boy Wonder, Cardo, Kenny Beats, Thundercat, Robert Glasper, Kareem Riggins, Dot the Genius, FNZ, J Graham, JPEG Mafia, and Powers Pleasant. Now, hey, we as far as production, that is looking pretty stacked. I mean, we got Denzel produced some of his own stuff, like Boy Wonder legend, Kenny Beach legend, Cardo fucking legend, Thundercat, he gonna be on the bass. Hey, that's gonna be fire. And of course, like Dot Genius, Peggy's producing on here, Powers Pleasant, like that's gonna be great. Powers Pleasant and Denzel have a good history together. Let me tell you, they've dropped some bangers, so I'm more than excited for that. Coming up to the album so far, Denzel has released one single entitled Walkin, which has a music video. Now, this song is so hard. This song is great, honestly.
Clear a path as I keep on walking. Ain't no stopping in this dirty, filthy, rotten, nasty little world we call a home. They get Mickey's popping.
It's kind of, this is more of a traditional type Denzel, kind of rapping the way he usually does, with the little beat switch, the tempo switch at the end. I think it was fire, but what I want to focus on is that instrumental and the sample, because that like harmonious musical sample is used. I feel like it's going to be the theme for the rest of the album, because on this Instagram Live Q&A, he did talk a lot about the album. He explained the album as a musical representation of his upbringing in the Sunshine State, evoking his intricate culture, referring to Florida, you know, he's from Carroll City. The mixture of smoother, dreamier beats in opposition with harder hitting and chest bouncing ones create an oral journey and his explanation of why he is the real ass individual from the 305. So that's exciting. He said this album's not really going to have a lot of that scream rap that was on Taboo and Zoo. He also said this was the end of an era, really. He said he didn't want to have alter egos for each of his projects, and this is true Denzel in his musical prime.
So basically what I mean by that is an end of the era, meaning I'm not doing the stuff I was doing on Taboo. I'm not doing the stuff I was doing on Zoo. I'm not doing the stuff I was doing on Unlocked. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I don't have to create an alter ego for me to be myself. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by it's an end of an era. Like, y'all ain't gonna hear the same type of Denzel anymore.
He explained this album as soft, jazz-inspired, introspective, more personal and musical, and the album is essentially inspired and about his life experiences in the past 2 years, as he hasn't released any music in the past 2 years.
What genres are you taking influences from? Drum and bass, jazz, poetry, traditional hip-hop, I would say neo-soul also. That plays a role. And yeah, it's just a lot.
Which I think is going to be extremely interesting. And he did say on the Instagram Live that there were no bars about COVID or anything. So while he didn't release music during COVID, and that would be the last 2 years, he isn't really talking about the disease in that aspect. I'm sure he'll talk about his experiences, you know, through that, obviously, but I don't think he'll explicitly state COVID. It's kind of hard for COVID to have not affected your life in the last 2 years. So that's what I mean by that. He also said the vibes are going to be similar to Erykah Badu, The Roots, D'Angelo, with a sprinkle of Kanye West Graduation. Now, that just sounds amazing. That just sounds wonderful. We do have a little snippet here. The snippet's about a year old. Who knows if it'll actually land on the album. But pretty much everything I just explained to you on how this album is going to sound, I think can be heard within this snippet. So I think needless to say, that was beautiful. This is probably one of my most anticipated releases of the year, period. It's going to be different. I don't really know what to expect. So I think, honestly, I think Denzel's going to blow this out of the water. But speaking of the album's release, we got a release window coming up because, you know, Denzel did announce his tour dates. As of me recording this video, it is January 25th. His first tour date, April 1st. So the album is going to drop before that, almost for sure. You guarantee. I don't see how it wouldn't. So, you know, we already got one single. He said there was gonna be some more music videos coming down too. I'm not sure if he's gonna do the whole 3-single industry standard for albums. If he's gonna drop 2 more, because we just got one with Walkin. Who knows? But the album's gonna come out before April 1st, and if I had to guess, I guess it would come out a few weeks or at least maybe a month before that, just to get the fans ready for tour. But I could be wrong. It could release like 2 days before tour or something, like Trip at Night did with the Trip at Night tour. But hey, regardless, I'm extremely excited. Denzel Curry is one of my favorite artists. If you watch my vinyl collection video, you already know that. But hey, regardless, we are excited. So I thank you guys for watching, you know, supporting the videos, supporting me branching out to other artists. All right, I'm trying to cover a lot of my favorite artists, a lot of the music I'm looking forward to, and I enjoyed putting these videos together, getting all the information, and letting you guys know what I found so you guys don't have to put in the unnecessary amount of time I put in to know all this stuff. Regardless, I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. You guys have been supporting the channel like crazy lately, and I really can't thank you enough. Let me know if you guys are excited or not for this album in the comment section below. And yeah, it's been Bryce. Peace.